Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's been a while since I put up a video, and I want to explain where I've been, and then we're going to talk about what's in the video today. So first of all, as you know, I'm a musician and I'm in a band, and the months of July and August have been really busy with gigs. So I've been really busy with that, and a gig is not just going and setting up and playing for 4 hours. It's an all-day event, and the next day, you're dead. I'm toast. Getting too old for this stuff. So there's been a lot of that stuff going on. So pardon the absence for that. And then in the middle of that, I was also sick for a couple of weeks. Caught the new COVID thing. Wasn't serious. Just really, really tired. Little bit of a cough. Nothing major. The tired part was the thing that was the pain. So for like 2 weeks, I was just like tired all the time. So no ambition to do any videos. So in between all my gigs and that, it's been a pretty hectic 2 months. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go through the 3 projects that I'm currently working on. I'm going to introduce one of them as a new one, and we'll show you where we are, and we're going to be able to pick up and start getting back on track here. So I hope everything is well. And by the way, today is Brendan's birthday. Everybody knows Brendan. Here's his picture. And Brendan is certainly my mentor, and he's mentored to a bunch of people, but today's his birthday. So we want to wish Brendan a happy birthday. So let's jump right into the updates. Okay, so our first update is the brand new project that you haven't seen yet. And this is a Reader's Digest. Doesn't even have a model number that I can find. Let's see. I've just gotten this thing. It's a model RD60. And these two pieces go together. There's a hinge, and they collapse into one small unit. There's a radio, AM, FM on this side, and there's an 8-track player on this side. Now, for those of you that subscribe to Greg's channel, I'll put his channel in the video right there. Greg has already restored this side. So he's restored the radio, he's fixed it, he's got everything where it needs to be, it works perfectly, he's cleaned up the case, it's beautiful. And Greg asked me if I'd be willing to collaborate with him and fix the 8-track side, which I'm going to do. So you'll see the 8-track side is dingy and dirty and needs a lot of work. Looks like somebody was using it as a soldering iron holder at some point, but it needs some major cleaning. And so I'm going to restore this side. So this is a great group project. And then when the 2 sides are done, we're going to put this thing on eBay and we're going to sell it for St Jude Children's Hospital. So looking forward to doing that. Everything works. The radio works. The 8-track actually works too. You can see I got a Beatles tape here. I'm not going to put it on because I've got a copyright hit. But that's going to be the plan. So the plan is going to be to take this apart, clean the case, obviously, check the inside. I did notice that the heads need an alignment. When you play track 3, you also hear a little bit of track 4 and vice versa. Easy adjustment. So when this is done, we'll show this to you and we'll put it up on eBay and get it sold for charity. So that's project number 1, and I want to again recognize the work that Greg did on this thing. You probably can't see it in the video, but he did a fine job restoring this thing, including restoring the silver that's around this border. He had to restore that with a silver pen, and you'll see the plastic has come up real nice here. So hats off to Greg, and thank him. I also want to thank him for trusting me to collaborate with him on this. All right, so that's project number 1. Let's snap our fingers and get to project number 2. Okay, our next project is a Motorola 52 M2U that we got from our good friend Old 64 Goat. And Bill sent this to me again to restore the cabinet and sell it for charity. And Bill did all of the electronics restoration and did a fine job on it. Let me get this open for you. We'll show you what this looks like and we'll plug it in. So Bill also painted that for me, so I didn't have to do that. I basically had to paint the cabinet. I'll show you around in a moment. Clean the plastic best I can. It's not perfect, but it's in pretty good shape. Let's take a look at the cabinet. And you see I found a paint that's close, not perfect, but it's close match. Bill painted the handle tops there. And here's the back. Let's pop that back open and see what's in there. Okay, we have the back open. And you can see we have our connections for a battery intact. We've had to recreate that label. I was able to save the original label, I took a great scan of it before I worked on this thing, but it just didn't last. It was falling apart. So we've got a recreation there, and it looks just right. There's our original sticker, and you'll see she looks real nice. Now the good news on this radio is I already have a buyer for it. So this one we have $100 going to St. Jude's already. So Bill, good stuff. Let's plug this in so you can hear it. Plays really, really nice. Again, Bill did a fine job on the electrical restoration.
104 off the bat, 386 feet away. Now it's Brian Miller into the box. The pitch to the lefty, and Miller lays off a fastball.
Got a nice sound.
Strike.
The antenna's in here. When you close it, it hits that latch and turns the power off. Like that. Okay, so that's number 2. So Bill, this is going off to someone, private sale, $100, done. So good stuff, Bill. Again, I want to thank you for trusting me to do this and sending it. I appreciate that very much. And this is going to go to a good home, and someone's going to use it, I would imagine. So let's get on to project number 3. Let's snap our fingers. Here we go. So project number 3 is our Silvertone 1949 car radio. And this is another one where I've had to paint the case. So I've stripped all the metal down, painted the case. I've already done the electrical restoration. You've seen that. That's all done inside. So everything works. This radio works just fine. I've replaced all the out of tolerance components that I needed to. And I'm just working on the top cover. And once the top cover is done, this is also ready to put on for sale for charity. So we've got a few things to do on this one. For example, we've got to put the dial back on. A couple things here, but nothing major. But this will also go for charity. So we're in great shape for St. Jude's. I expect to make a couple $100 at least for them. And this was sent to us by our good friend John from Arkansas. And I want to thank John also for trusting me with this. So this one will probably be done in a few weeks once I get that top painted. I've got to do a little bit of special care on that for a couple of reasons, which I'll explain to you when I do an update. So that's where we are there. Okay, so that's our 3 projects. In the middle of this, I also restored a GE M81, which is also known as an RCA 143 for a friend. And I didn't really restore it, I got it working. He happened to be driving and saw it down by the trash, threw it on his truck, happened to see him, and he said, hey, don't you work on this stuff? I'm like, yeah, okay. Can you get it working? Sure. So I got it working. It was a 1935 unit, so really big and clunky and heavy, but we got it working for him. I didn't video it, and I gave it back to him, made it safe, and he's got that too. So I've been kind of busy, just haven't put a video up. One more thing I want to show you before we wrap for this video, so let's get that set up. Okay, what we have here is a Tom Love digital LCD microscope. It's model DM202. I'll show you the book. DM202. And that's a 10-inch screen, and this thing has a lot of height to it, which is really, really cool. And the reason why I got this is because I'm starting to have trouble seeing things really well, especially in the smaller things that I'm working on. So this will make life much easier. Let's power this thing up, and we'll show you what it can do. You can see my reflection there in the screen. And we're going to take a look at that capacitor. Okay? Let's position this so we could see it. I'm actually going to record what I'm doing on that and insert it in the video. So let's do that. I think we're recording. There we are. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll edit that part out. So, so you could see that this thing really captures things nicely, and it's got a lot of height. That's the thing I like. So as I bring this thing down, I can see it even closer. I just have to turn this and adjust it, and you can see that screen and screen. And as I get down closer and closer and closer, the detail gets even better. And of course I can continue to go down closer. Gotta move it because it's getting so close. There we go. So this will come in handy. I could really work on a lot of good stuff with this thing. I'm also thinking about getting into some SMD component soldering and learning how to do that, with a heat gun and, hot air and all that stuff. And this will come in handy for that. It also has these adjustable lights, so you could light the piece that you're focusing on. You see that? So I'm really happy about this thing. This will help me a lot. And the thing that's cool is I could raise this way up, and I could actually put a radio chassis under there and take a look at things. So that's going to be the thing that that I use it primarily for, I think. So I wanted to share that with you. It's a model DM202. Got it on Amazon, and it may be something that that you guys can use too. So with that said, I'm going to end the video here. I'll probably have another video up in the beginning of September with an update. Still working on a few things, and we're going to take a little time away and do some stuff. So, you'll see something in the beginning of September. In the meantime, I hope everybody's well, and that's going to be an update on our projects. And again, a special thanks to Greg, to Bill, and to John. So we're going to make some money. Bill, I will get that $100 over to St. Jude's as soon as possible. And again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, everybody stay well. Take care, guys.